That's cool, right? A game about to start. Alright, here we go. FriMeka versus cwill. I just clicked on this randomly because I'm jumping right in here. I've fought cwill before. They're a solid player. I do not know anything about FriMeka's gameplay. So I guess this would be... Yeah, they're rocking a nice little GTR here. They have a very nice flat tail here too. This would be chaining. Ooh, goes for a quick attack. cwill is not out of this though. That's a pretty easy dig. Decides to go immediately for the dig. FriMeka has a pretty open, like, a lot of potential with that. Not getting the right pieces though. cwill's faster setting off the main chain. Paid off. FriMeka just wasn't ready to set off what they had. Seemed like they were relying too many on perfect pieces there. Definitely something you want to avoid. FriMeka going for the same style of tail they did last time. If you notice, it's a flat sandwich with a more like Puyos get like staggered on top, and in a way that makes it really flat and easy. Really, there's a lot of potential to extend it, and you can still play around with harassments on it too. cwill sets off a smaller chain here. FriMeka is ready though. They've got some power to their chain, gives them a powerful chain there. Takes out cwill's 7.
That wasn't sweet, so I won.
Oh no. Wait. Oh. What the? Oh, I paused. Never mind. Don't mind me. Just, getting unnecessarily confused. Okay. FriMeka's a little... doing some little attacks here. I like seeing that. Aggressive playstyles are fun, but they're also able to keep their chains in a well-maintained state. He's able to set off this solid chain here, but cwill does not get the blue they need. Despite having a pretty clear chain advantage there, they just didn't have the pieces there to set it off. I haven't really been looking at cwill's chaining style. He seemed to be doing some kind of... You know? I don't know how to describe this chain form. It's looking real tough to set that off though. I mean, I see the path, but like, it's very abstract. I'm able to set it off with these two perfect pieces here. See, there's like this weird path from these greens, these yellows that just connect the rest of the chain in a very interesting way. It's a power 9 into a 10. FriMeka is able to barely set off their chain. Oh, but their chain cuts in many places, unfortunately. Power of the chain significantly reduced there, and cwill takes the round. Oh shoot! Wait, I named the stream wrong. This is a mess. Okay, so pretend that didn't happen, and now the name is correct. I feel like I just like dropped into like a party. Okay, not many attacks going in right now. In fact, FriMeka being definitely a lot more aggressive earlier. Sets off a full chain. a really clean and strong tail here. Yeah, just a 13. Probably the right play, because cwill doesn't have any greens there, and that just denies their tail of working. FriMeka winning simply by setting off a big chain that cwill can't compete with.
So I won.
Oh, doing that again. This has been a very interesting set so far. FriMeka is a really good chainer, but definitely is making some mistakes, I'd say. But they also like harassing, which is able to make up. But yeah, like this power 2 right here will just covered up their main chain,
So I won.
so it just wasn't able to work. cwill with what seems to be double GTR base there. FriMeka also with a GTR, but it's just a I mean, yeah, both are GTR. Looks like cwill is setting up for harassment here. Looks like they're going for a power 2? No? Decides to not go for that. Instead extending off of it. Is getting destroyed by these one chains. Oh, gets a... Oh, I don't know why FriMeka tanked that. They had the piece to set off at least something. I don't think cwill's chain was in a very good spot. I just noticed a lot of harassment opportunities that they were, instead of harassing, they were building onto their chain. That's definitely a sign of a weak chain. Or just, there's a problem with your chain. When you're just building off of it from a lot of pieces. Ooh, we got a power 2 from FriMeka. Ooh, into a solid... Oh! Too bad those purples cut there. cwill almost recovered that. FriMeka got a little confident in their attack, going immediately for their full chain. cwill definitely, if they didn't mess up those purples, they would have had that dig easy. A few one chains here. FriMeka wants a purple for this harassment, but just spent too much on this harassment, and cwill, I guess cwill had to have noticed it because they just set off their full chain. FriMeka just in no position to build off of it. Like I said earlier about FriMeka's chaining mistakes, they got a 13 chain earlier, so FriMeka knows how to chain. But yeah, they are susceptible to mistakes. I mean, oh, is there a green? No, there isn't. Yeah, I mean, I think FriMeka is just going a little overboard with some of these chaining ideas. Like right there, they just cornered themselves. Oh, we got an all clear start. Is not going for... Neither players are going for a counter setup. Let's see how this turns out. FriMeka goes for a 3-chain rush here. cwill simply responds with their all clear bonus. FriMeka struggling with their transition here. And that's just an awkward amount of pieces that's needed. Gonna need a purple with a blue on top. Going for a lot of different interesting choices. You know, cwill gets some kind of dig here. FriMeka does manage to get their chain off, which does outchain by a pretty good amount. FriMeka also with a clean counter ready, or an extra chain with their transition. Brings it to match point.
Here, how's that?
Yeah, not much action this round. FriMeka was going for some nice two-chain doubles earlier on. Oh. You know, I just noticed this about FriMeka. They are committing to harassments that they just can't get down. They spend a lot of resources going for harassment, but then the opponent just sets off their chain. In this case, FriMeka's chain was plenty for cwill, but
So I won.
there's definitely one round where FriMeka was trying to get a power 2 chain to quickly attack, but they weren't getting the right pieces. They were spending way too many resources trying to get it, and cwill just set off their chain and left FriMeka in a really bad spot. A nice round though. I mean, despite FriMeka's chaining advantage, cwill still stood a good chance because FriMeka just, you know, I really don't know how to explain what they're doing wrong. All I can say is that their chaining was definitely a little flawed.